Future Pulse, AI 2030. The world has changed forever. Video length * 10 minutes. Tone * exciting, mind-blowing, visionary. Target audience * tech enthusiasts, future forward thinkers, general audience. Hook plus introduction. Host *. Close your eyes for a second. Picture the year 2030. Just 6 years from now. What does your morning look like? Do you wake up and scroll a social feed curated by humans, or by an AI that knows your psychology better than you know yourself? Do you go to a doctor who spends 15 minutes with you, or do you get a full-body diagnostic from an AI that has analyzed more medical scans than every human doctor in history combined? Here's the thing about exponential technology. We always overestimate what happens in 1 year, and we radically underestimate what happens in 5. Welcome back to Future Pulse. Today, we're not talking about some far-off sci-fi fantasy. We're talking about 2030, a world that is already being built in labs right now, and that will arrive faster than most people realize. This isn't speculation. This is the trajectory we're on. And by the time this video is over, you're going to see the next 6 years in a completely different light. Let's dive in. Segment 1. Healthcare. The end of. You look fine. Post *. Let's start with the most personal thing there is, your health. By 2030, AI-powered diagnostics will have surpassed human doctors in almost every measurable domain. We're not talking about someday. We're talking about now. In 2024, Google DeepMind's AlphaFold solved protein folding, a 50-year grand challenge in biology. By 2030, that technology will have mapped the mechanisms of thousands of diseases down to the molecular level. Here's what that means for you. An annual checkup in 2030 won't involve a clipboard and a stethoscope. It will involve a 5-minute full-body scan analyzed by a multimodal AI that can detect cancer, cardiovascular disease, and neurodegenerative conditions years, sometimes a decade, before any symptoms appear. Personalized medicine goes from a buzzword to reality. Your genome, your gut microbiome, your metabolic profile, all analyzed by AI models that understand the unique you, not some statistical average. The result? Treatments tailored to your specific biology. Side effects plummet. Efficacy skyrockets. And we're not stopping there. By 2030, AI-discovered drugs will be entering clinical trials, compounds designed from scratch by generative AI that can explore chemical space at a scale no human chemist could ever dream of. The pandemic-era mRNA breakthroughs were just a warm-up. The bottom line, in 2030, you look fine is no longer a diagnosis. It's an outdated joke. Segment 2. Work and the economy. Your new coworker is invisible. Host *. Now, let's talk about work. Because if you think AI is just a fancy autocomplete tool, you are in for a shock. By 2030, AI agents, autonomous systems that can plan, reason, and execute complex multi-step tasks, will be as common in the workplace as laptops are today. We're already seeing the first versions. Claude's computer use, ChatGPT's task automation, Gemini's agents. By 2030, these systems will be managing supply chains, writing production code, handling customer service at superhuman levels, and even conducting scientific research. Here's what's mind-blowing. The cost of AI intelligence has been dropping by roughly 10 times every year. By 2030, the intelligence required to do a white-collar knowledge work task that costs $100 today will cost pennies. Does that mean no jobs? No. But it means the nature of work changes fundamentally. The human-in-the-loop model flips. Instead of humans doing the work with AI help, AI does the work with human oversight and creativity directing where it goes. The most valuable skill in 2030 won't be coding. It won't be accounting. It'll be asking the right questions, prompt engineering at a strategic level, knowing how to define objectives and evaluate AI outputs. And for the first time in history, we'll see a real conversation around universal basic income, or what some are calling universal basic compute, giving every citizen access to a baseline of AI compute power. Not just wealth redistribution, but intelligence redistribution. The bottom line, the 2030 economy runs on augmented intelligence. Adapt or get left behind. Segment 3, Education. 1 billion personal tutors host asterisk. Education has been stuck in the factory model for 200 years. Same lesson, same pace, same test, for every student. That ends in 2030. By the end of this decade, every person on Earth with an internet connection will have access to a personally tailored AI tutor that knows their learning style, their knowledge gaps, their optimal pace, and their motivational triggers. This isn't a chatbot that gives answers. It's a Socratic AI that guides you to understanding. Imagine a mathematics tutor that notices you learn best through visual geometry, not abstract notation. Imagine a history tutor that adapts to your cultural context and makes connections to things you already care about. Imagine a language tutor that has infinite patience and a perfect accent. We're already seeing the precursors. Large language models today can teach any subject at any level. By 2030, they'll do it with emotional intelligence, real-time feedback, and curriculum generation that is specific to you. The implications are staggering. Education becomes unbundled from geography and wealth. A kid in a remote village in rural India or sub-Saharan Africa can access the same quality of instruction as a billionaire's child in Manhattan. The one-room schoolhouse is dead. The one-size-fits-all curriculum is dead. The global classroom of 2030 is 1 billion students, each with their own brilliant, tireless teacher. And that teacher never sleeps, never gets tired, and never judges you for asking the same question 3 times. Segment 4, Daily Life. The invisible concierge host asterisk. Now let's zoom into your everyday life. What does a Tuesday afternoon feel like in 2030? Start with the hardware. Smart glasses are finally good. Not Google Glass 2014 good, actually stylish, all-day wearable, with augmented reality overlays that are seamless and useful. By 2030, these will be as normal as smartphones are today. You walk through a city, and the AI in your glasses recognizes faces of people you've met, and discreetly whispers their name, their interests, and where you last talked. No more "I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name" moments. You see a restaurant, reviews, menu highlights, and dietary compatibility scores hover in your periphery. You see a street performer, your AI identifies the song, shows you their Venmo, and offers to tip. At home, your AI doesn't need a "Hey Siri" or "Alexa wake word." It's ambient. It reads your biometrics, your heart rate, your galvanic skin response, and knows when you're stressed before you do. It dims the lights, changes the music, and suggests a breathing exercise. It manages your calendar, your budget, your health, your relationships. It reminds you that your mom's birthday is coming up and suggests a gift based on her recent Amazon browsing. Because yes, the AI has permission to do that. The future isn't a robot butler. It's an invisible concierge woven into the fabric of your life, anticipating needs you didn't know you had, and freeing up your mental bandwidth for the things that actually matter: creativity, connection, and the messy, beautiful experience of being human. This is the world being built right now. And it's going to be weird, wonderful, and slightly unsettling, all at the same time. Segment 5, Creativity and Entertainment. The end of staring at blank pages host asterisk. Let's talk about the fun stuff. Creativity and entertainment. Because if you think AI art was controversial in 2024, wait until you see what's coming. By 2030, generative AI will be woven into every creative tool. Not as a replacement for human creativity, but as a force multiplier that eliminates the gap between what you imagine and what you can produce. Want to make a feature film? Describe it. The AI generates the script, storyboards, voiceovers, music score, and photorealistic animation. You direct. You refine. You inject your soul into it. But the tedium of production is gone. Video games in 2030 are the real mind-blower. Forget handcrafted levels. Entire AAA quality games will be procedurally generated in real time by AI models. Every playthrough is unique. NPCs have genuine personalities powered by language models. They remember your choices. They form grudges. They fall in love. You're not playing a script. You're living inside a world that responds to you. And entertainment becomes hyper-personalized. Your Netflix queue is replaced by AI that generates content specifically for you at that moment. Feeling nostalgic for 90s sitcoms with a sci-fi twist about gardening? The AI makes it. It's not a recommendation engine. It's a creation engine. The controversial take: by 2030, most of the content we consume will be AI-generated or AI-assisted. The distinction between human-made and AI-made will blur until it becomes irrelevant. What matters is the experience. What matters is the story. And the best stories? They'll still come from human imagination. AI just gives us the tools to tell them at the speed of thought. Segment 6, The Big Picture, AGI, Risk, and Responsibility. Host Asterisk. Alright, we've painted a pretty incredible picture so far. But if we're really talking about the trajectory we're on, we need to address the elephant in the room. By 2030, there is a real possibility, many experts put it above 50%, that we will have built artificial general intelligence. An AI that can perform any cognitive task a human can, and vastly outperform us on many. That's not a distant sci-fi concern. That's a serious probability within this decade. And it brings with it questions we are not remotely prepared to answer. How do we align a superhuman intelligence with human values? How do we ensure it doesn't concentrate power in the hands of a few? What happens to meaning and purpose when machines are better than us at every intellectual endeavor? These are not philosophical thought experiments. These are engineering problems being worked on by the best minds on the planet, with trillions of dollars at stake. The optimistic scenario: we get it right. AI becomes the greatest tool for human flourishing ever invented, solving climate change, curing all diseases, unlocking the secrets of the universe, and ushering in an era of abundance never before imagined. The pessimistic scenario: we get it wrong. And the consequences are existential. The point is not to fear the future. The point is to be conscious participants in building it. The future isn't something that happens to us. It's something we create. Every day. With every decision we make about how to develop, deploy, and govern these technologies. You are not a passive observer of the AI revolution. You are a stakeholder. Conclusion. Host Asterisk. So here we are. 2030. 6 years away. A world where AI helps us live longer, work smarter, learn faster, create bigger, and connect deeper. The future isn't written yet. But the next few years will determine the shape of it more than any period in human history. The most exciting and terrifying part? We're living through it right now. Not tomorrow. Not someday. Right now. If you want to be part of shaping this future, don't just consume it. Build something. Learn something. Ask hard questions. Stay curious. Stay engaged. This has been Future Pulse. If you want to keep exploring the world of tomorrow, hit subscribe, because this channel is your front row seat to the greatest transformation in human history. The future is waiting. Let's go build it. Production notes, element, details, total runtime, 10 minutes, words, 1:650, speaking pace, moderate fast. Music style, synthwave/cinematic electronic, visual style, high-energy B-roll montages, holographic UI overlays, split screens, data visualizations, animated neural networks, key transitions, music tempo shifts at segment